And there they go. So Isaac starts with the D6, and that means you can reroll items. There's a Satanic Bible. Skips.
It doesn't look like Vamron's going.
He is. You should probably reload. Page.
Yeah, I guess I should reload.
And real chubby for Vamron. Oh, Devil Deals right off the bat for X10. Mark and Lord of the Pit. Or the Sacrificial Dagger. He can also reroll the knife, but well, X10 has the knife, but he always has only one soul heart. That is a quite dangerous situation.
Right, Vamron got the small rock, from what I can see.
Yep. But I think he got a Curse of the Labyrinth as well, unless he reset. He might have reset. I didn't pay too much attention to his screen because I was watching the Devil Deals.
But yeah, I mean, if this could go really fast if he doesn't die, since he only has one half of a soul heart left.
Definitely, really desperately needs some help here. You can't be defensive with the knife either.
And it looks like he did have the Curse of the Labyrinth, and he's fighting the champion pink monstro that turns him into two monstros.
Yep. But having a Curse of the Labyrinth is always some sort of an advantage in a race situation, because you, especially in the first one, because you get 2 free items, and you have
pretty fast floor since all the enemies are relatively weak.
Yeah. Growth hormones, more damage, and speed.
I didn't even see X10's boss fight.
That was Duke of Flies, but that went down really fast. He's now going back though. I think he might want to look for his item room, because I don't think he has gotten that yet.
Yeah, he's going in it right now. Unicorn horn.
I don't think he wants that. He can reroll it though.
He can, yeah. He has odd mushroom damage up.
Also a heart container that she desperately needs.
And it looks like the magic 8-ball for Vamron.
And he's now in Catacombs 1, 249 into this match.
Magic 8-ball came from his second boss on the XL floor.
X10 is in basement 2. But he has a really good setup with the knife, obviously.
Yeah, he has a ton of damage on top of just having the knife.
I think at this point he might want some defensive items, maybe some health, or maybe a wafer or something, so he doesn't...
Yeah.
Just not prone to a one-shot or something.
He definitely has enough damage to make it through the rest of the game.
These soul hearts, they are really handy. They will really help him a lot here. The compass is a bit off though.
Well, it's a small floor, so it's not as bad as if it were off in, say, the depths or the womb.
Oh god, Vamron has to fight Super, and that will take a long time.
Takes a long time simply because of the increased health Super Envy has.
And the fact that it splits into 3 parts instead of 2.
And Monstro just instantly died, and he got Jesus juice out of it.
And he could go solo arts only.
Infected Baby. He actually took the Rotten Baby in the Devil Deal.
That's an interesting decision, but knife plus the guppy flies.
I personally wouldn't have given up the health for a Rotten Baby.
Well, look at that, but the guppy flies are doing tons of damage because of the knife. So I can see that. Also, maybe he's speculating maybe to get some effect which is only activating on soul hearts.
And if you didn't see, he re-rolled fire bombs into Best Friend and didn't take it.
Yeah, Best Friend is not a good item, and you have to leave his D6 for that as well. So he's now also on Caves 1, or Catacombs 1.
Hey! Bob's Curse. He re-rolled the lemon into Bob's Curse.
I think now you are a bit ahead, but that's fine.
Oh.
It's not a problem.
I'm using the anti-buffer software.
Yeah, I'm using that myself to stream. It's more reliable than... And X10 already found his boss, which is Peep. This could be a really fast one if X10 managed to bring this all down to the end, so...
Vamron found a lemon party pill.
And it's
is down to half a heart.
The HP up for X10, he goes down to caves 2.
I believe Vamron is still in caves 1?
There's also I see an item box there. I wonder if he sees it. Oh man, he can.
It's actually kind of tough to see item rocks past the basement.
That's true though, especially in the.
Ooh, he just took a death from the charging poop.
Oh yeah, that's squirt.
Curse of the blind. He got the virus.
I don't think he wants to keep that. Or does he? He does keep the virus. Okay.
I personally wouldn't have, but I don't know, he might just be trying to get back to where he was as quickly as possible.
Birdie went down really quick and there's Krampus.
If he gets Krampus's head here, it could start being ridiculously fast.
Gets the coal instead.
I guess he'll take it.
Now he has a smooth black knife.
It looks rusty to me. Looks like a rusty knife.
Rusty black knife. Well, it's Dev's one for X10. He definitely takes the lead with that as well, unless he takes another banned item, which I really hope doesn't happen. This room really sucks. You are most likely to take a hit in that.
He almost took the tick. He did take the tick.
Well,
Duke of Flies for Vamron.
Tick uses the health of the boss enemies. Also heals you. But the
Juicy sack for X10.
Meanwhile, Draco tries to get into the bunker, and he also already failed 4 times in a row. The record for that is 10 times, held by Noctali.
Duke of Flies, just not going down very quickly.
Huh.
Old bandage though.
And
That'll give him an extra heart container. An empty one, but it's more health.
And X10 found his boss, which is Mask of
Infamy. I think that's the first time he's appeared in a race.
I think we had him before. I think. In
Oh
last
no,
race.
I did have him in one of my races. Now that I think about it.
Speedball and more speed. And now he's in Necro 2. That knife though, that knife is always a guarantee for a really fast-paced run.
Yeah, I'm not sure Vamron can come back with his current build. I would try to reset and get something a lot better.
I guess Vamron also pretty much has to hope that X10 screws up and dies. Which can happen, he's only on 1 red heart and half a soul heart.
It could definitely happen, but it's just if he can just play safe with the knife, it's just a lot.
Playing safe with a knife is difficult though.
I think the knife is a lot about knowing when to throw it and when to hold it in a certain position.
Half a heart. Oh!
And he just took that Ipecac bomb from the statue. It's a rough loss.
That is going to hurt.
Best bud.
Back to square one for X10 now.
Vamron fighting Monstro.
This gives Vamron a chance to catch up.
And Vamron found, X10 found Guppy's collar in the curse room. Guppy's collar gives you a chance to revive.
What the hell are you doing with my bots?
Looks like he's destroying the bunker. That's what it looks like.
Draco, please.
Too many attempts to get in. He must have smashed all the support beams.
Yeah. God damn it. Where's Raph when we need him?
Draco is just kind of infamous for destroying the bunker at this point. Vamron taking down Monstro and getting lunch. That's another HP up. He's in Catacombs 1.
So, the furthest
and
progress...
he gets the dead cat.
He takes it, though. Wow.
He took the dead cat. That gets rid of 4 of his heart containers in exchange for 9 lives.
I don't know if I would have done that. X10 resets on the side of the horn. So far the
X10 resetting in that curse room.
So far the furthest progress we have is deaths 2 by X10. So Vamron has to make it at least to deaths. The deaths... deaths 2 to tie.
X10 can see forever. And he also picked up 10 bombs.
Not too bad.
Vamron getting caught in another envy fight. Item Rock giving him a troll gold chest.
Yeah. Also yeah, that's a good point. Vamron is not using his D6 very often.
So basically, what Wolf was saying is true, in that he's terrible at using spacebar items.
To be honest, I sometimes not essentially with the D6, but sometimes I do forget to use spacebar items. Like a bra.
There are certain spacebar items where I would just not want to use it and end up forgetting I had it, but
yeah.
Most of the time I'm pretty good about remembering when I have spacebar items.
Vamron finally took down Envy.
And first death and his 9 lives to a skeleton.
A Bodhi.
I don't know the actual names of the enemies, so I'm just calling them like I see them.
That's fine.
Second death to that trolley room with the bonies and the telepathic spider.
Yeah. That's a telepathic spider. By the way, is called Ragling.
X10 picking up Jesus Juice after his boss fight.
And goes back to grab that Eternal Heart. That's a smart move.
Smart move, not picking that up until just before you go down, anyway.
Yeah. You don't get you don't waste the Eternal Heart and that heart container.
He could pick it up if he had soul hearts, but he didn't, so he just saved it.
Yeah. So we are 30 minutes into this race, and so far it doesn't look good for Vamron. He is in Caves 1, but yeah.
I don't know if he's fought his boss or if he's looking for the item room first.
I think he might want to look for the item room, but he can't really find it. So that was a derp by XN. Why did he use a bomb when he could clearly shoot that TNT barrel? Blow up that item block.
He might have thought it wasn't close enough or something. Hollow boss fight for Vamron. It's not too bad. Looks like one of them got caught in the top. It's just patrolling back and forth up there. That's actually kind of an interesting little bug. And then it got unstuck.
Can you take over for a second? I have to do something real quick.
Alright. X10 fighting Fat Monstro. I call him Fat Monstro because he can't jump very high. He just kind of hops. And all he can really do is shoot his Monstro shots. Ooh, Squeezy for Vamron. He gets 2 soul hearts and some tears up. It's not a bad item. X10 taking down Fat Monstro. Getting the Cat of Nine Tails, which is a lot better in this game than it was in the last game. Ooh, he also picks up Judas's Shadow and the Satanic Bible. He killed himself. he killed himself on the Satanic Bible to proc Judas' shadow. That's what that was. But now he lost his D6. He finds he's actually taking the blood rights. I'm not sure why he picked that up, because now he has to go through this boss, it's not a boss, this battle room. That's a good question to ask. Why would he pick up the blood rights there? I'm gonna have to jot down.
Okay, I'm back, sorry.
What you just missed, X10 picked up Judas' shadow and then killed himself on the Satanic Bible to proc it, so he lost his D6. Then he went into an arena room, and there was blood rights in there, and he picked it up for some reason. But he put it back down.
That's interesting. So I had to do some maintenance with the bot, some emergency maintenance. Yeah.
Oh, he actually picks up the hookworm.
And the mulligan. I don't know about the hookworm, I really don't like it.
It's not my favorite either. I prefer the pulse worm. If I had to choose one.
But this still works with Vicky.
Mega fatty for X10.
Yeah, I don't like Mega Fatty, especially if he does the small jumps like it just did. Yeah, yeah.
My only problem with Mega Fatty is that he has so much health.
No, I really don't like these quick jumps because they are just they are really unpredictable.
X10 picks up dessert and then goes into his devil deal.
Some pills and a collar.
He ends up with Cuppy's collar. That's a chance at a revive.
Walls of Steel, that's really nice.
And he's just taking another pill for emergencies.
Goes down to case 2.
And Vamron takes himself down to 4 lives.
Did you make it to caves 2 now, by the way?
Yes, he went down after fighting the Hollow. These walking holes are really annoying. I really hate these enemies because they can be such a time sink. We just decide not to open up. And he takes Robo Baby 2.0.
Come on!
Robo Baby 2.0 is not my favorite.
Mine either.
He could have re-rolled it, but he seems to forget about that.
Why do we have a D6? Well, to be fair, maybe he wants to keep it for a possible devil deal, but then again, he took so much damage on this floor already, I don't think he would get a devil deal. Maybe the game can prove me wrong. And Mega Maw for X10 now. Caves 2.
Mega Maw can be kinda rough, but he's not that difficult.
Interesting now that Vamron is utilizing Robo Baby 2.0 instead of using his own tiers for damage. This is a very slow way to damage Mega Fatty, because Mega Fatty has that much HP.
His own tiers aren't doing that much damage either.
Yeah.
So this is just gonna be a pretty long and rough boss fight for him.
He can't take any hits, or he will die.
And he'll have to restart the boss fight.
Yep. That would be a shame because he's so close. But he did it.
And just has to fight that little. There we go.
And it's
a wooden spoon. I think it's actually kind of appropriate to call it a little shit.
the official name for that is dip. But yeah.
I call it tiny little dingle.
Yeah, X10 made it.
Oh,
So
X10 has the curse of the maze, and he's just warping all over the place.
they are both
Actually
now
ended up helping him.
they are both now in Devs 1. And keep in mind that Vamron has to reach Devs 2 to tie X10 progress-wise. Then again, X10 has a decent run going on, so
I think X10 has the better build right now.
He might be able to finish this one. And again, he only has he has less than 10 minutes to do so, but he fought his boss already.
Yeah, it was kind of a straight shot to the boss.
His combos seem to be working a bit better than Vamron's. Also that golden poop. He's trying to get the coordinates of that poop. More money.
Gish. Vamron found his item room in depths. Having a rough time clearing out the spiders though. He ended up dying.
2 more extra lives for Vamron. X10 took that hit from Gish though. It cost him 1 complete black heart.
Yeah, taking a hit from any boss takes 1 heart from you.
Well, not every boss, but...
Well, most bosses. Well, any boss at this point in the game.
He gets Little Gish, which is expected from Gish.
And he gets Krampus.
And...
Is it?
Vamron actually rolled an item. Abel, and gets Midas Touch.
Get the Midas Touch.
Midas Touch will turn enemies into gold when they are touched.
And if you defeat them while they're gold, they produce money.
Exactly. So X10 is now in Devs 2. He has a pretty good build, and he is Judas' Shadow also. He has lots of damage.
Is it possible to get a ball of tar when beating Gish?
No. Now has to fight the adversary. That's not going to be fun. And he has 2 red hearts thanks to this item he got in the boss. In the item room.
He'll lose it if he dies here though.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that.
And adversary is pretty rough because of that curving brimstone.
Yep. And the spiders and the jumping attack. The adversary is really not fun. It's really not fun to fight against the adversary. It really isn't.
And he just died.
No, but it puts back to 1 heart.
Looking kinda rough. I'm kinda glad I haven't had to fight the adversary in any of my runs yet.
Bloody lust for X10, so if he takes damage, his damage will increase even further.
He already has a good bit of damage.
Yep, definitely.
And since the changes in Rebirth, Bloody Lust actually lasts for the entire 4 now. And it's capped at higher damage cap. It's like 3.3 or something like that.
Yeah, it is definitely more effective.
It's one of the reasons Samson is better in this game.
Yep. Not great, but better than the original. Samson starts with more HP, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he starts with 3 red hearts instead of a red heart and a soul heart.
Yeah. Well, the adversary has about half HP left. Xen already found his boss room for Mom, though.
Vamron is just having a rough time just putting out the damage to beat adversary. And there he goes. He's on his last life.
Last life and adversary the 3rd already took the damage, but he got the heart, so he can take another hit if necessary. And
Mom is already down. on
That
X10's side.
could get a nail, but I don't think no. And
Yeah, he would prefer the Satanic Bible.
also X10 completely skipped that black card, which was lying around in the boss room for and there it goes. There he goes.
Can't say I'm surprised, considering he didn't have enough damage to really beat the adversary. He didn't have the damage or the health. He also re-rolled into Little Haunt. So he has Little Haunt instead of Sissy Longlegs. Which is actually not bad. It's not a terrible start, but I think he would need something better in order to catch up.
This looks like the 2-0 for X10.
Looks like X10 dropped his items.
Apparently.
And then picked them right back up.
That's interesting.
Looks like he just kind of dropped it for that one room.
Maybe he didn't want to have
Maybe
the
he didn't want the hookworm to fight those masks.
Might be a possibility. We have 4 minutes left in this race, so yeah.
We're hoping that it's going to end within that 4 minutes.
But even if it's not ending, X10 does have
He is further ahead. He's gotten to Womb 1.
Yep. And I don't see Vamron getting through 1.5 minutes.
Not unless he finds Epic Fetus or something similar.
Even then it will be really difficult. So everything is set for a 2-0 for X10. Or it will either be by beating devs or it will be via time decision. Once again.
I think that Satanic Bible is really helping X10 in this run.
Oh yeah, having a constant health supply.
He's also found his first Womb boss fight.
Having a constant health supply is really nice. And we have Conquest.
Conquest seems like a really common boss to have in Womb 1.
Yeah, it is really common. Actually, I can take a look at the
And there
statistics.
goes Conquest. Looks like he's taking the White Pony too. Nope, he went back and took the Satan. Nope. Nope, he's taking White Pony.
That's flying. Can't blame him for that.
And Vamron gets Fistula.
But not counting the match before with BG, but Conquest is indeed the most common boss in the room with 4 appearances. Obviously that doesn't account for the match against BG because I haven't done the statistics for that one yet.
Vamron's taking a lot of damage from Fistula too. And he dies to that little maggot.
Too bad.
Vamron's having a really rough race today. That's Monstro's Lung. He re-rolled it into Sister Maggie. I'm actually kind of surprised he re-rolled Monstro's Lung.
Okay, that I don't get. Why would you re-roll Monster's Lung? If I come back
we're gonna have quite a few questions for Vamron here.
Definitely. So we are about 1 minute and 20 seconds away from the time decision. Pretty safe to
I don't
say
know
that-
depending on how quickly he finds the It Lives fight, I don't know that it's going to end before time.
But either way, if it's a time decision or a win, it's going to be a
Either
time
way,
because
X10
2-0.
pretty much got this locked down.
Yep. There's no doubt about it at this point.
By the way, X10 picked up the flat penny over his hookworm.
Okay.
And the haunt for Vamron. Is the haunt the most common first
No,
boss fight
It's
so far?
It's still Monstro.
The haunt's gotta be close though at this point.
Yeah,
We've
he
seen
got a lot of
him
haunts today.
In
yeah.
almost every run today.
So we have the mom fight now. So
He's
10 seconds left though, so we either have a time.
He has a lot of damage, so I think he could finish it, but at the same time, I think he's going to finish it right around the same time as the time was on.
Well,
and there it goes.
Well, the official time is 30:01, so
So
it is a time decision.
Still technically a time decision, but X10 wins either way.
Yeah, it just doesn't even matter if it's a time decision or a win. But yeah.